about to be a second-year quarterback. Should he have to compete for that starting job?
No, he shouldn't have to compete. And I understand when people say, what? Look, I understand that in the NFL, in an implied sense, because there is a depth chart, everyone's competing. You mess up enough, I don't care who you are, Carson Wentz, you're going to get replaced. I'm talking about in an overt sense, like when you're on the fence, when you're on the bubble. No, he shouldn't be in that position. He needs to have the job security you need when you're a starting quarterback. What does that mean? Literally, that means when I throw my first interception, I don't want to have to look over my back. I don't want to see coach starting to whisper on the headset because I need my mulligans as I'm now a second-year starter. But really, it's only going to be my fourth start. He started the fourth game, so fifth start. You can't give this guy that short a leash. So when you bring in someone and say, we have a competition, and through my NFL years, there was my first 3 years, there was no competition. Marcellus, you're not starting. Bruce Smith is here, and Phil Hansen is here. You are in rotation. My fourth year through like my seventh year, I was not in competition. Marcellus is starting no matter what he does. And it's interesting, I have a quick story about that. I had my back surgery, first 7 games in Buffalo, 1 sack. They looking at me, But I finished the season with 10.5. But the point is, when you don't have job security, after 7 games, 1 sack, I would have been yanked. If Jalen Hurts was in that same position, yanked. And you would never saw the fruits of that belief and that labor. So I'm looking at Jalen Hurts in this situation saying, what'd you do all this for if he's not going to be your damn quarterback? You fired your coach, you traded away your franchise quarterback, and now you're doing it just to see if you believe in Jalen Hurts? If you didn't believe in Jalen Hurts from day one, you wouldn't have even went through all of these steps. So, yeah, he's your quarterback, and you need to make sure you believe in him.
You had so much good in there. I will say he should have to compete. Jalen Hurts should have to, but he shouldn't.
We say the same thing.
We say the same thing.
Yeah, I feel
he
you.
should have to compete because in the NFL, you got to earn the right to be a starter.
Yeah.
Last year's quarterbacks that were rookies, Justin Herbert, right? After Tyrod Taylor gets that weird injury that was caused by the doctor, lung puncture, whatever the case may be, Justin Herbert had to earn the right to maintain being a starter.
Okay.
Joe Burrow, #1 overall draft pick, earned the right to be a starter. Tua didn't necessarily earn that right. That's why Tua and Fitzpatrick, back and forth. You're starting, you're not starting. You're starting, you're getting yanked. You don't start the season. Jalen Hurts hasn't yet earned the right to proclaim himself as a starting quarterback in the NFL, so. And that's no longer opinions. This is just real, right?
Okay.
Jalen Hurts, 1-3 as a starter. Jalen Hurts, 52% completion percentage. Jalen Hurts, 77 passer rating. Let me put this in context and perspective for you all. In the NFL, the average completion percentage was 65%. Jalen Hurts was 52%. In the NFL, the average passer rating was 93 points. Jalen Hurts was 77 points. So if Jalen Hurts was as good to the average as he was bad to the average, he would have had a historically great 4-game run. Like if Jalen Hurts was 13 percentage points above the median as opposed to being below the median, he would have set an NFL record for a completion percentage. If Jalen Hurts was 13 points above the median, as opposed to being 13 points below the median, the only quarterbacks better than Jalen Hurts last year would have been Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson. So I'm just giving you all context of how statistically bad he was. Not how bad he was, how statistically bad he was. Because if you saw the Saints game, you saw a whole lot of promise. You saw spark, but you never saw fire. I'm not condemning Jalen Hurts saying he can't become that, but what I'm saying is don't give him something that he hasn't yet earned.
Uh-oh, Acho. Nobody coming in to save you? Okay, just me and you. Just me and you. I used to love that song. Shout out to Tony. Here we go, Acho. You told me you don't have anything historically great to see in Jalen Hurts in those 4 games. Oh, Acho, I disagree with you, my brother. Listen to this. Of quarterbacks that made 4+ starts and accounted for as many yards as a rookie, you only have 2 in history. 2. Deshaun Watson and Justin Herbert. You know who Jalen Hurts outpaced? Cam Newton and Andrew Luck in their rookie years. Oh, did they earn the right to come back as a second-year player? Yeah, they did. But if you look at yards per game, Jalen Hurts was better than both of those guys. And only Deshaun Watson and Justin Herbert have beaten them in history. Okay, you don't want to go there? I do. Let's go here. When you talk about how the offense just looked, we had 12 games with you, Carson Wentz, 3+ games with you, Jalen Hurts. We improved in points per game. We improved in yards per game by a mile. And we improved in our rushing attack. But you don't want to go there? Okay. Let's talk about Lamar Jackson. You know I love me some Lamar Jackson. Even though I'm objective about him, I still love him. Let's talk about Lamar Jackson's first 3 career starts versus Jalen Hurts. Wonder who had more passing yards per game. The unanimous MVP or Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts. Ding, 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 ding. What about touchdown-interception ratio? Who was better? Unanimous MVP or Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts. Ding, 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 ding. What about passer rating? Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts. Hey, man, I don't know what you're looking at for metrics, completion percentage, but, man, look, it's been 3+ games, and he showed you that kind of spark. You got to believe in it, especially when he has had an opportunity to show a Cam Newton, a Andrew Luck, and even a Lamar Jackson. He had better numbers than those guys.
The problem with that is, one, you're disregarding a situation.
I agree.
You're disregarding a situation. But that's fine. Let's just talk real.
Okay.
Real talk. You've been in the locker room. I've been in the locker room. If I'm in the Eagles locker room, I'm looking at Jalen Hurts like, wait a second, Coach, you're not even going to challenge him?
That's real.
Right? If competition breeds excellence, not only in locker rooms but in life, I'm like, you're not even going to challenge this man?
Is it not a challenge that he already went and got your franchise quarterback traded? Like, be real. We're first going to sit there and say, hey, man, he need competition because we don't know if he's seasoned enough. But then we say, hey, man, it can't be worse than Carson Wentz, being real. And he got Carson Wentz out of here. When you invest $128 million in a quarterback, and then a guy I was a second rounder, in his first year gets that guy gone, when Bruce Smith was released, and it was not because of me, but they tried to make it seem like it was because of the belief in me, man, do you think the next year I had to go out there and prove myself? Once they let go of something they deem great, they gonna look at you like you better be great because you got rid of that.
But let's ask this question. I'm not looking at Carson Wentz anymore. If I'm an Eagles fan, if I'm Eagles management, that's old news. I'm saying, is Jalen Hurts done enough for me to put my full confidence in him? That's the question.
Tough.
And I don't think he has. And again, I like Jalen Hurts as a person. I love his representation. I love his squad. But I'm looking at Jalen Hurts and I'm just like, you haven't done enough. You want me to put my full, uninhibited faith, trust, in 52% completion percentage? You want me to put my full, uninhibited faith, trust in a 77 passer rating? You want me to put my full, uninhibited faith and trust in a 1-3 record as a starter? I personally couldn't do it, but Eagles management, maybe y'all can. Coming up, going back.